Hey guys, what's going on? It's Roustabout Collector here with part 6 of the Every Order 66 2-pack ever video series that I've been doing. This is part 6 of series 1, and there will be 6 more of these videos after this one. So we're halfway through. There's 6 more in series 2, so those will be coming sometime in the future. As I said before, I'd love it if this video made 66 likes. I don't normally do that, but just for this series, I would love it if each of these videos made it to 66 likes because that would be funny, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, let's take a look here. Again, same box, really cool Kashyyk background going on in there with all the greenery and the trees. And then over here on the back, we've got a really awesome Photoshop job of this Kashyyk trooper, Yoda from the Revenge of the Sith promo material, lunging at the camera. And it just says here, specially trained troopers provide military support to Yoda to crush the separatist forces on Kashyyk. That's probably the shortest bio that I've seen on any of these, but that's okay. Not many people probably took the time to read those back in the day. So with all of that basic information about the container out of the way, let's break it open and take a look at the figures. One thing I did want to point out really quick before we get to the figures back there, I did just notice that the clone trooper here is like Commander Gree, actually. He's got a stripe on his chest, a stripe on his helmet, and there we go. We've got the 2 figures out of the package, and what came in the little baggie in this one appears to be a cane for Yoda, as well as an alternate hand so that he doesn't have a lightsaber in that hand, and he can probably hold the cane. And yeah, it's just a alternate hand and a cane for him to walk around with as an aged green man. Taking a look at Yoda first off, this appears to be, I think, a recasting of the Revenge of the Sith Yoda. As with most of these, you know, it's just a recasting of, or a repackaging of the Revenge of the Sith version of the Jedi with some additions. I think the hand and the cane are an addition with this figure. I don't think that those came with the original release. But yeah, he's got this goofy cape that I really don't like at all. It doesn't really sit on his shoulders. It's got that like weird gap there, and it's removable, but I don't understand the point of it. So there's that, and then he's got something here. I don't know what is up with his feet. Do you? Oh, I see. Okay, so you actually like twist him into place, and then you press the bottom of his feet, and it's like a flick action. That is definitely interesting. So yeah, he's locked in place, and then you press back here, and he whips around and lightsaber cuts Commander Gree's head off, I guess. You know, you can come over here and be like, no Order 66 today. I don't know. That's an interesting gimmick. I don't know if I ever had this figure to know that that's what he did. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a Yoda action figure. He's just got swivels for most of his joints, which is a little disappointing. You know, even the head is a swivel, but that's a really nice face sculpt that they have going on there. It pretty well captures more of the Revenge of the Sith look of the character, kind of the tired, angry Yoda. So that's interesting. And then, as you saw, you can pop the hand out and replace it with this one, give him the little cane, and that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a feature, I guess. You know, it's not the best selling point. And I guess if you felt like it, you could have him be like a grumpy old grandpa, and he could hit people with his cane, you know. Instead of a lightsaber, he's just, no, no, you know, singing the Seagulls song from Bad Lip Reading. If you've watched that YouTube video, you know, seagulls are poking my head, and seagulls, stop it now. So there is the Yoda included in this pack. It's like with all the Jedi. I think I've probably said this with every video. The Jedi just are kind of lackluster in Series 1. They're not really that impressive. They're all Revenge of the Sith repacks for the most part. I think Mace Windu was my favorite so far, but this one is, you know, in line with that Anakin from the 501st pack. It just, I don't know, it leaves something to be desired. The articulation's not great, but it's a 2-pack, so I get it. They just kind of recycled old figures. But where the Jedi seem to fall short, The clone troopers never really disappoint in this pack. Here is a really cool design for a Kashyyk clone trooper, I guess. It's kind of like a 41st Elite clone trooper, but just not like the Bike Scout version. And yeah, I really dig it. It is the antenna mold clone trooper, so he comes with the antenna. He's got all the articulation of a standard antenna mold clone trooper, but he comes in this really interesting camouflage and kind of olive drab green color two-tone design that's very unique to this figure. I really dig it. In fact, this is now the next clone trooper that I plan to be army building. I think this is my second, maybe third of this figure that I have now. And I want to do that because if you watched the Comic Pack 83 unboxing with this really rare Kashyyk commander figure, I think these guys make excellent clone troopers to accompany him, where they're wearing the standard Phase 2 clone armor, but they have the Kashyyk camouflage going on. So I actually hope to get at least a decent number of these guys that will accompany this unnamed commander in my collection. You know, they will just look really nice flanking him. But yeah, this is a really solid figure. I think it's probably one of my top 3 in terms of the Order 66 line. This is definitely one of my top 3 clone troopers from the line. But that wraps up Series 1 of the Order 66 2-packs. It's been a really interesting line to review, and to be able to open these figures up after a total of about 13 years since these were first released. So it's quite cool to be the first person to actually handle all of these figures since they were put into store shelves. I'd love to know down in the comments below, which one is your favorite out of Series 1? Which of the, maybe just like which clone trooper and which companion figure, because there's Jedi and Sith with these. Which one is your favorite? I would have to say for me personally, my top 3 troopers would have to be the Kashyyk trooper, the Airborne trooper, and Commander Bo. They're just the best, I think. They all have really good sculpts, like their base figure that their repaints of is a really solid figure, and these are just really good examples of that. As for the Jedi, I'd have to say Mace Windu is probably the best in terms of sculpt and also soft goods, and even his action gimmick is pretty good. So he's the best Jedi in my opinion in this lineup, and these 3 troopers are my favorite. And as a runner-up in terms of my favorite lightsaber wielding character from this line, I'd have to say Darth Vader is a really solid example of the character. It's got great articulation, good soft goods, and yeah, so definitely a runner-up to Mace Windu, but Mace Windu just beats him out in terms of overall presentation and design. And yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Which one was your favorite from Series 1? I'll be doing a Series 2 breakdown really soon, so we'll get every single one of these Order 66 packs ever released in a series, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. As always, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. We're going to try and get it to 66 likes on each one of these videos just because why not? And if you want to keep up to date with everything that's going on, there's a link down in the description to my Instagram page. You can check out my toy photography and everything that's going on there. And that wraps up this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.